What up? What up? Oh, just getting prepared to call it a day, and I thought I would drop you guys a bit of a video. You know what I mean? Despite the fact that today did not go as planned, I did not get what I wanted to get done in the manner of which I wanted to get it done, if that makes any sense. So it was kind of disappointing. Most of that disappointment laid upon my own shoulders. It just didn't get done the way I would have hoped. I relied too much instead of knowing. There was a reliance there instead of an actual factual piece of evidence. So I learned a lot about myself today. And that makes it a beautiful day. It was chilly. It was a little cold and windy. It was a beautiful day. It was a gorgeous day. I'm grateful for it. Despite, like I said, despite the fact that I was a bit disappointed today because things didn't go the way I had hoped they would upon my faith and a reliance, if that makes any sense. But it did. It really did teach me a lot about myself. A little good and bad, because there's always a flavor, a mix in there. Yeah, it was a beautiful day. I learned a lot about myself. What type of reflection do you guys use? When you're trying to learn something about yourself. Because I heard someone say one time, that they were like on a journey trying to find themselves. And they were becoming a little frustrated and, things weren't going the way they had planned. And I thought to myself, and I actually even verbalized that a better plan would be to simply eliminate what you aren't, what you won't tolerate. Eliminate those things, and eventually you end up on the doorstep of who you are. It's an easier path. It's not so much of a fight because you already know what you don't like. You already know what you don't want to tolerate. See, I journal. I write in a journal. I've been writing in journals for years. And I got a few good stories to tell about journals and a couple of bad stories to tell about journals. I've lost journals, an insurmountable amount of journals over the course of the years. My very first loss, I want to say it was like 15, maybe 18 years worth of journals. Lost every one of them. Poems, short stories that I had written. That was a hurt piece. And that was the first time in my life that I felt like violated. Not physically violated, but emotionally and spiritually. Because the things that I write in those journals are conversations between the God of my understanding and myself. Basically words that I couldn't nor dare discuss with another human being. And it's amazing when you're writing these things down. Eventually everything pans out and you see a greater, bigger, more beautiful picture. Or you're able to identify something. I've been able to pick up on the fact that whenever things are going good for me, if I write about it, at times whenever things are not going so good for me, I can look back on those days in which I wrote about those good things and see what I'm lacking in my bad times. Because if I can initiate the things that I was doing good in the good days and incorporate that back into my bad days, then my bad days will turn to good days. So journaling, is very, very useful tool in so many ways. I've learned so much about myself and other people simply by journaling. And they're good books to have, they're good memories, keepsakes. You put things in them, parking tickets, arrest warrants. No. I just had to throw some humor in there. But no, I'm going to get off here. I hope and pray that each and every eye watching this video today isn't on an endless path, a journey seeking to find self. Instead, I hope that each and every one watching this video is setting boundaries for the way people treat you, upping the ante at your job. Even though you hate it, do it like you love it, and it'll get better. I hope everyone watching this video is at peace with themselves and those around them. And if you aren't, I'll pray that you are. And I hope that you make peace with the God of your understanding. And just remember, first and foremost, before you start bickering about life next time, bear this in mind. Life is not kind. Never has been, never will be. Period. It's brutal. It's cold. It's surgical. It's a nightmare. But it's your perspective. Because life is life. It's how we approach it, how we see it, how we remedy the situations in it. That's where we gain our viewpoint about life. My life has been tragedy after tragedy, but there's been a few successes along the way, because you can't have success without a few failures. It's just the way life is. And until next time, you guys take care. God bless, and thanks for journeying with me on this moment of babbling nonsense.